So I'm just hanging out in the driveway with my daughter and my dog, and so I figured I wanted to make a YouTube video talking about my new 2025 Honda Dax. This is the Honda Dax. It looks to be rather new to the United States. I don't really know. I'm not much of a motorcycle guy. Like I said, this is my first one. I picked it up because I wanted to. I really enjoyed it. So let's talk about it a little bit. This is the Dax 125, the only Dax. It's got a 124cc single-cylinder engine with a 10-to-1 compression ratio. It's got a 4-speed semi-automatic transmission. Neutral is at the very bottom, and an LED light on the gauge cluster makes it very easy to find. And it has a neat heel shifter, so you can shift with your heel, you can shift up, and then you can shift down with the front of your feet, or you can just use, if you're like me, you just want to use the front of your feet to shift like a normal motorcycle, you can. In the less than a month I've owned it, I put 392 miles on it. A decent amount of those miles being normal highway miles, not interstate. Wouldn't take this on an interstate. It has a practical top speed of 55 miles an hour. For me, I hit out the gearing top speed with my wife following, and she says I can get to 65. Cannot break 65. And I don't think that this little 8 horsepower, 124cc engine is power limited. I actually do think it is gearing limited. I think with the rev limiter, that is the max it's going to get. Now I've ridden 20 miles in the wet, 20 miles in the dark, 20 miles on all kinds of gravel. Thankfully not at the same time. In the dark, headlights are always on actually, and in the dark, the brights are great. The normal headlights are good too, but the brights are fantastic, and I get the opportunity to use my brights out here quite a bit. The blinkers are easy to use, and I find getting them to turn off is also rather easy. It also has an electric start, which is wonderful. In the gravel, she does okay. Thick, coarse aggregate, she does not like, especially with this soft suspension. These 12-inch tires just kind of get lost in it, and and we're going to talk about these tires. These are the IRC NR77V 77Us. They're decent. In the wet, I can see why the internet says they're generally confidence-inspiring. In the wet, they do feel a little to be desired, and as a new rider, that's just something to keep in mind, but it's not bad. It's not bad. I hate getting stuck in the rain anyway. Now, the seat's really great. I love the seat. I have been very comfortable. It's a very big seat. You can sit far forward, you can sit far back. There's plenty big enough. You got rear passenger pegs, so there's plenty of space to fit a passenger on here. There's plenty of space to get comfortable. I'm 140 pounds, 5'6". My feet can comfortably grab the ground. I can come to a complete stop, and I'm not worried about the bike tipping on me. With that being said, the bike is only 237 pounds with a full tank of fuel. So even if you were to drop the bike, this is going to be an easier bike to get back up on top of itself than some other bikes. It has good road manners. I find it's very easy to lean. It's very, like I said, it's confidence inspiring. The suspension is good. I've dealt with plenty of terrain transitions and surface transitions, and it does well. I do ride carefully. You should be careful. Front 220mm disc brakes are absolutely fantastic. This bike does come with ABS on the front wheel, not on the rear. However, you don't have enough power to warrant ABS on the rear wheels on this bike. But the front wheel ABS, I've yet to hit it, and I've gotten on the brakes pretty darn hard, and it's held well. Rear brake is in a nice spot. It's easy and comfy to use, and makes for a good spot to rest your foot. These pegs are rather thick. They are rather big. They get good squishy rubber on them. I can see that getting kind of ruined in the long term, but for now, they make for a good comfortable spot to rest your feet, which I hear prevents riding fatigue. I have all kinds of adventures I want to take this bike on. People on the internet complain that these mirrors do not provide enough visibility for a larger person. That sucks, but I'm not a bigger person. So, for me, absolutely amazing. And I also love that this bike is so quiet. Someone's driving past, making more noise than I. Cool car. Love me too. Even Maple says, whoa. The bike starts up really easy. Yeah, Maple? You want to get on? And it's just generally easy to use. I've really enjoyed the 392 miles on it. Can't wait to put some more miles on it. I haven't even had it a month. It's been a joy to ride. It's been a joy to learn to ride. This summer has been a good summer. It's even if I don't ride for a long term, I think I will though. This has been really fun. Let me tell you, this heat shielding all here on the exhaust has done a great. Is amazing at keeping heat retention and not burning the legs. The fuel tank is, you have to access it from this little panel over here, where the air box is. There's a keyhole. The owner's manual is in here. Your fuel tank is right here. It comes with a little toolkit, which is really just a fuse puller, and a little strap that you can hang from here to hang your helmet. You can see your fuse box right here, and the battery's back there. And that is really all I got. So let me know what you think. Let me know what kind of mini motos you're into or what bike you ride. Yeah. See you later. Let's go do a little bit of riding and go check out my wife's new tattoo.